Andre Zell says, what can Najee do to keep himself as the lead back over Jaylen with a new coordinator?
Man, I think the thing for Najee is he has to be true to himself. I think of his last year at Alabama and the difference between his last year and the year before that and why his draft stock rocketed the way that it did was because he went back to being who he was, which was a power, physical downhill runner. The year prior, he was trying to dance around people, be more of the small scat bag jumping and stuff like that, and his stock was not as high as it should have been. You watch him his final year at Alabama, he is running through people. He is being mean out there, man. He's stiff arming them, and it was just the version that made it so appealing to us that we took him in the first round. I think for Najee, if he wants to keep himself as the lead back over Jaylen Warren, I love what Jaylen brings to the table, but Jaylen cannot run the ball like a 6'2", 230, 240-pound man. That's what Najee does do, and Najee does it extremely well when he has the block, and that's the reason why he's been able to have, 3 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. But at the same time, Najee also has to understand it's a mindset. And we've seen at times where his mindset is more so finesse, trying to run around guys or trying to, juke around guys versus hitting it downhill, physical, and running behind his pads. We know the difference when we watch it. We all can tell the difference. I think for Najee, if he comes out the gate running like it's December, then we're going to love it, and that's going to ultimately keep him in front of Jaylen. But if he comes out running like he typically does in September and October, that could be a little bit more of a challenge for him because Jaylen just possesses a different element that Najee can't. And I feel like Jaylen is more consistently himself. When Jaylen gets that ball, it doesn't matter, good lane, bad lane, pass game, run game, he is bursty. You see the speed, you see the physicality, and you can tell this guy is one missed tackle away from going to the crib. Even when he gets tackled, you like, whoo, he almost got about that one. Whereas for Najee, it's kind of hit or miss at times. Sometimes we feel really great about that physical demeanor. Other times we're kind of complaining, man, come on, bro, just hit that thing. Come on, man, go be physical, be the bully out there. So I think for him, that's going to have to be, just a mindset from start to finish, especially when you're talking about a new coordinator who doesn't have any, stake in either one of these dudes. Arthur Smith doesn't, he ain't drafting any of these guys. He didn't sign any of these guys. He's not attached to any of them at all. So for him, man, if he, feels that Jaylen Warren is playing better, what's stopping him from pulling that? We've already seen that before.
Well, especially, too, with how much Smith utilized Tyler Algier down with the Falcons. Man. And not even him. I mean, he was doing 3 running back systems a couple years ago.
Yeah.
This year it was a lot of Bajan and Algier, but even Patterson was in the mix.
And Cordell, that's when Cordell got paid. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see Jaylen Warren having a big year.